And welcome back. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to crack WPA encryption. WPA stands for Wireless Protected Access and was designed to replace the web encryption. These security protocols are designed by the Wi-Fi aliens to secure wireless networks. So let's start the cracking process. First of all, make sure that your wireless card is in monitor mode. Then type aerodump-ng WLAN 0 mon to scan the wireless networks and select your network. Mine is this one right here. So go ahead and type aerodump-ng and the channel of the access point and the name of the file and then the BSS ID of the access point. So up to this point we are pretty much the same as cracking web. Except I'm not looking for the data here to climb. I just want here in this corner a four-way handshake. The four-way handshake contains the hash of the WPA access point, which I will use to crack the password. You can only capture the four-way handshake when a device connects or reconnects to the network. So I'm going to kick off this computer right here, and when it reconnects to the access point, is going to give me the four-way handshake. Now go ahead and type airplay-ng -0 and the number of packets and then the BSS ID of the access point. And on the top right corner you can see WPA handshake. Now you can stop this and clear the screen and then type ls to list the files. And now I will use this WPA01 cap file with Aircrack-ng and brute forcing the password with a word list. As you can see, I have a word list right here on my desktop. So let's crack the password by typing Aircrack-ng and the name of the word list and then the name of the file, which is WPA01 cap in my case, and press enter. So as you can see, the key was found and there is the password. Please note that this is a dictionary attack. If your password is not in the dictionary, the attack will fail. You also need to remember that this cracking process can be very time consuming when the password is not found in your word list. Crunch with Aircrack-ng. Crunch is an easy to use tool for generating a custom dictionary or word list. This tool can save you hours or days in password cracking. So in your terminal type crunch. Now let's say the target has a password of 8 characters and ends with the number 68. So go ahead and type crunch 88, which are the min and the max numbers, -t option and -o for output, and then the location and name of your word list file. As you can see on my desktop, the word list path has been created. You can open the file and you can see that every word ends with the number 68. I forgot to mention that these symbols here will insert lowercase characters. You can check the manual page by typing man crunch and scroll down and then look for the symbols. But I will leave this for you to read. Now let's say you want to make a word list using more characters. So type crunch 816 ABCD 1988 Tor and you can see the numbers are stunning. But don't worry, because I will show you how you can pass all the passwords that are generated here. So I will use the pipe option with the following command. Now all the passwords that are generated here will be placed straight into the Aircrack and will be used for the cracking process. So you don't need to use a word list because you will use the input from crunch. This method will save you a lot of time and valuable drive space. Speed up the WPA cracking process using Cowpatty and PMK. Cowpatty supports using a pre-computed hash file. Pre-computed hash files are used to accelerate the cracking process by eliminating the transformation of a password into an encryption key. So I will switch to my calling machine and type Cowpatty. And here you can see different options. First of all, make sure you have a capture file with the 4-way handshake and the word list to start the cracking process. So I will first show you how you can do the attack with a dictionary file, the same way I did with Aircrack. So go ahead and type Cowpatty-F and your dictionary file, and -R for the packet capture file, and then -S for the SSID. As you can see, Cowpatty is generating a hash of every word from my word list. When the hashes match, it displays the password of the access point. This process is very CPU intensive and slow. So I'm going to skip ahead here. And you can see it takes almost 5 minutes to crack the password. But the way that will speed this up is to create your own hashes by using a tool called GenPMK. This tool is very useful when you don't have any client connected to the access point, but you want to start generating the hashes for the SSID you are targeting. Now go ahead and type genpmk-f and your dictionary file, and -d for output file, which is going to be hash, and then -s for the SSID which I want to create the pre-generated hashes. Now it's creating pre-generated hashes for the network. So again, I will skip ahead. And now whenever I want to attack the network, I will use the hash file, which is this one right here. So go ahead and type Cowpatty-d for the hash file, and -R for the packet capture, and then -S for the SSID. And as you can see, it took less than a second to crack the same password. To use Pyrit. Pyrit is a tool that uses all the cores in your system to help speed up the cracking process. Now, if you want to see how many cores you have, just type Pyrit list_cores. First, make sure you have a capture file and the word list. And then type Pyrit-R and your capture file, and -I and the word list, and then attack pass-through. This method is much faster compared to Aircrack, because with Aircrack is only going to use one core. Now let's see a much faster method. So go ahead and type Pyrit-I and your password list, and then import passwords. And now it's going to import all the passwords from the file into the Pyrit database. Next, you need to add the SSID of the network using Pyrit-E and the name of your network, and then create ESSID. Now type Pyrit eval to get an overview of everything, and you can see the SSID and the passwords. So go ahead and type Pyrit batch to start processing those passwords. This process can take some time, depending on how big is your dictionary file. Okay, so once it's done batch processing, you can launch the attack by typing Pyrit-R for the capture file, and then attack db. This is by far the fastest method. And lastly, if you feel like you want to clean up your database, type Pyrit-E Skynet delete ESSID. And to delete all the passwords from database, type rm-rf.pyrit blob password. And now I have 0 passwords and no networks. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.